Hello, good day guys. My name is Edwin. Welcome to my YouTube channel. How you guys doing today? In my previous videos I've been talking about how other healthcare professionals. I think it's been more of healthcare professionals, and I did promise that in my recent video I will talk about other occupation that are in the ski occupation list in Australia. So if you're joining for the first time, Edwin is my name. I talk about immigration to Australia, and I'll have to state again that I'm not an immigration agent. Whatever information I'm providing you today is verifiable. You can go online, verify this website yourself. If you need the services of an agent, you can reach out a reliable one in your region to help you with your immigration process. So today I'll be talking about how a carpenter can migrate to Australia. Is it not that interesting? So if you're wondering, so a carpenter can come to Australia? Yes, it is one of the trade occupation, and is in the skill occupation list in Australia. So if you're a carpenter, you have a formal training of over 4 to 5 years, with qualified experience. You have English test. This video is for you. So if you have someone who is a carpenter that wants to migrate to Australia, this video is for your person. And just like any other occupation, if you want to migrate to Australia, the first thing you need to do as a carpenter is to do your skills assessment. And the assessing body for your profession is known as VETASES. In the description section of this video, I have added a link that will direct you to the VETASES website, and you see the procedure on how to do your assessment. So I've been able to, I did a further research, and I did realize that when it comes to trade occupation in Australia, you have the licensable one and non-licensable ones. So what that means, carpenter falls under non-licensable trade occupation, and for your skills assessment you have to go through the pathway one. That is for people who obtain their qualification and experience outside Australia. The skills assessment is divided into two pathways. The first one has to do with documentary evidence, where you make a video of your work as a carpenter, what you do. And also for people that are carpenter and joiners, I think there is also a different assessment, but it's all about the same. So the first stage has to do with documentary evidence, where you provide a video of your work, and then the second one has to do with technical assessment, where you'll be invited. It could be online interview, it could be face-to-face interview with your examiner, where they will ask you technical questions about your experience or expertise as a carpenter. This sounds interesting. And I think there is also a course attached to it. I think it's a certificate for course in carpentry, and once you finish that, if everything is fine, you are issued a positive skills assessment. And once you have positive skills assessment, the next thing you have to do is to get your English test. Of course, like I said, there are various English tests you can write if you're coming to Australia. PTE is the commonest one, and if you're able to get a score of 65 across the band, that gives you 10 points. If you have 79 across the band, it gives you 20 points. So like I said, Australian immigration is point based, so you want to accumulate points that will give you a higher score when you are compared to other candidates in the pool. So if you want to calculate your points, in the description section of this video I've added a point calculator that will assess your factors and tell you how many points you have at the moment. If you want to embark on this process as a carpenter, the first thing you have to do is to do eligibility check. You want to go through the VETASES website and see if you're eligible. You also want to check the cost of this, because it's capital intensive. I know you really want to double check that you were able to um, finance yourself through this process. And like I said, it's not a quick one, it's something that takes time. So if you want a visa that is going to be granted in 3-4 months time, then this video is not for you, because this process takes time. It takes time for you to get your skill assessed. You also have to prepare for your English test, sit for the exam, and when you've got your skills assessment is positive and you have your English test, the next thing you have to do is to create EOI, what is called expression of interest, where you tell the immigration about your point, your age, your academic qualification. You also have to enter your skills assessment, which was issued by VETASES. That is the first stage. So many things they will ask you on that expression of interest, and then you wait to be invited. When I also did my research, I found out that carpenters are qualified for 189 visa, which is the federal sponsored visa. So you guys are also eligible for 190 491 visa and employer sponsored visa. That is interesting, guys. So what are you waiting? If you're a carpenter and you have the formal training, you have up to 4 or 5 years experience, um, this video is for you. Jump on the link, see the assessment procedure with VetaSex, do your English test, create expression of interest, and wait for being invited. So once you're invited, all you need to do is to apply for your visa, wait for it to be granted, and you find yourself here in Australia. Is that not amazing? Another good thing again is, apart from the skill nomination visa like 189, 190, 491, or 489 as the case may be, you guys are also eligible for employer sponsored visa. What that means that even in the new occupation list that was released by Immigration Australia, skill, the core skill occupation list, carpenter is also one of the core skill occupation here in Australia. So what that means that if you've gotten your skills assessment, you can jump on Seek, Indeed, look for job as a carpenter, and also try to see an employer that can sponsor you to come here to live and work as a carpenter. So there are a lot of opportunities for you guys. And going by the recent invitation, I think the federal government also invited some persons in the last invitation round that was done. So I think it's a very a good opportunity for you guys to mass buy this opportunity, see how you can come here, live and work as a carpenter. So the things you need to go home with is, first of all, you need to do eligibility check. Just go through the website. I've added the link in the description section of this video to see if you're eligible for this assessment. You also want to look at the financial implication of this, if it is something you can actually withstand, if you can spend that amount of dollar, coming here to do your skills assessment or coming here to live and work as a carpenter. So once you've done this and you've think, oh, you've gone through the eligibility check, and you have the financial capacity to embark on this process, the first thing, just gather your document, do your video. In the description section in the VetaSex website, you will see a link that will direct you on how you can go about your skills assessment. And once it's positive, you want to sit for English test. And once your English test is achieved, you want to create your expression of interest and then wait to be invited. If you're not interested in the skill nomination visas, while you are waiting to be invited, you can jump online to Seek or Indeed and see how you can apply for employer sponsored visa, or apply for job and see if you can be employed to to come live and work here as a carpenter. Interesting opportunities, guys. So I would like you to share this video to your friends who are into trade occupation, who are carpenters that want to come live and work here in Australia in their nominated occupation. Interesting. So we are going outside the healthcare professionals. So we're giving opportunity to other occupations. We're giving opportunity to other professionals, trade persons who have their skills in the skill occupation list here in Australia. So what I'm doing basically is to give you information to motivate you, to let you know that it's possible to come live and work in this beautiful country. I am not an immigration lawyer. Whatever I'm telling you today, like I always say, go to the description section of this video, you see the link, and that way you're able to verify the information, do further research. If you have any question, you can drop your question in the comment section. If it is something within my capacity, I can do that. If it is something that has to do with immigration agent, I will advise you to look for one close to you and get reliable information that will guide you in your process or journey of coming to Australia. Thank you guys for taking time to stay to this length in my video. I'll see you again next time, where I will talk about other occupations that are in skill occupation list in Australia, not healthcare professionals. Till then, I will see you. Do have a nice day. Bye, Edwin.